Hello students, our today's topic is aryl halides. In last lecture we have covered alkyl halides, their preparation and chemical reactions. Now today we are starting with the aryl halides preparation. Firstly, halogenation of benzene. These reactions are already covered in aromatic hydrocarbons. Benzene with Cl2Fe or Cl2 with FeCl3, that is Lewis acid catalyst, it generates electrophile which is Cl plus, and that Cl plus undergoes electrophilic aromatic substitution. Second is bromination. Bromination with Br2 with Fe generates Br plus, and it is simply electrophilic aromatic substitution reaction. With I2, it is reversible reaction. That is why we take oxidizing agents like HNO3 or HiO3 or HiO4, and then it gives iodobenzene, right? For fluorobenzene, it is not suitable with benzene. Why? Because it is highly reactive, explosive you can say. So these three are the halogenation reactions. Fine. Then next is from diazonium salt. Benzene, diazonium salt, we can prepare aryl halides like here CuCl HCl or Cu2Cl2 with HCl will give chlorobenzene. Now this reaction, these two are in Sandmeyer reaction, and in this reaction free radical intermediate form, that is phenyl radical is formed. Although mechanism is not required because it is not given, but products are very important and name reactions these are. So benzene diazonium salt with CuCl, where copper is in +1 here. Either you can take Cu2 Cl2 with HCl. Similarly here CuBr with HBr gives bromobenzene. Next we can simply heat it with potassium iodide, it gives iodobenzene. Then Cu with HCl, copper powder with HCl, it gives chlorobenzene. Cu with HBr, bromobenzene. In this case Cu is 0 in 0 state. Here also copper powder, copper in 0, that is Gettermann reaction. In Sandmeyer reaction we take copper in +1 CuCl or Cu2 Cl2, but in Gettermann reaction this is Cu powder copper, that is in 0 oxidation state. Next is very important reaction which is overall is Boltzmann reaction, in which firstly we treat it with fluoroboric acid HBF4, and then heating is done. In 2 steps it is, and finally we get fluorobenzene. So that is the way to prepare fluorobenzene. Firstly benzene to diazonium salt and then diazonium salt by treating with HBF4, and then heating is done. Okay. Now next reaction is benzene with excess of chlorine in presence of AlCl3. Dark cold conditions are there. Then it forms a compound. All H will be substituted by Cl, that is hexachlorobenzene is formed. These are direct NCRT reactions. Electrophilic aromatic substitution it is. Next, benzene with chlorine in presence of light under these conditions will give benzene hexachloride. It is its common name. Remember, name is benzene hexachloride, although there is no benzene ring. So do not get confused. It is benzene hexachloride, or other name lindane or gamexene, which is used as an insecticide. Next reaction by which we industrially prepare chlorobenzene is Raschig process. In this we treat benzene with oxygen in presence of a catalyst CuCl and gives chlorobenzene. Next are the chemical reactions of aryl halides. If you remember that alkyl halides, they undergo SN1 SN2 reaction, right? In SN1 carbocation formed and nucleophile attack. It is both are simply nucleophilic substitution reaction. Different mechanisms are there. In one it is carbocation formed, in second SN2 it is direct attack of nucleophile from the back side, right? Now if you remember in the Friedel-Crafts reaction that we never take aryl halides. Why? Because in aryl halides there is a halogen and benzene. Halogen is directly attached to benzene ring, and halogen lone pair, they undergo resonance delocalization in the benzene ring, and there is not pure single bond character, there is a partial double bond character. That means more than single bond it is. Therefore the bond cleavage will be difficult between halogen and carbon of benzene. Are you getting? Because in the nucleophilic substitution reaction, we know leaving group depart and nucleophile is attacking. Clear? Therefore, aryl halides are less reactive in nucleophilic substitution reaction because of a partial double bond character is present between carbon and halogen, and the bond cleavage will be difficult. This is the important factor. Second factor is that even after the bond is cleaved, the intermediate is highly unstable, which is phenyl carbocation. Therefore, we say that aryl halides do not undergo SN1 or SN2 reactions. Okay, under some special conditions they undergo SN-AR reactions or AR-SN reaction, which are aromatic nucleophilic substitution. And what are those conditions? That there must be strong electron withdrawing group at ortho or para position. If it is at meta position, electron withdrawing group, then also reaction will be not possible, or we can say very less possibility. So condition is strong EWG should be present on the aryl halide either at ortho position or para position, then nucleophilic substitution is possible. But general term is that they are very less reactive in nucleophilic substitution reactions as compared to alkyl halides. Now, how AR-SN reaction takes place? Understand it. In this reaction, it is aryl halide at para position, it is nitro group, which is, you know, it is a strong -M group, strong -I group. Then nucleophile is attacking, electron shifts their minus charge, their electron deficiency and quick attack of nucleophile. This is the intermediate form, which is carbanion. After this addition of nucleophile, carbanion form, this carbanion is resonance stabilized till NO2, means intermediate is stabilized through -M effect of NO2. Then in next step, leaving group depart, which is X minus, and we get the product. In short, what we are getting, in place of halogen, nucleophile is coming, that is simply nucleophilic substitution reaction. First step is addition, second step is elimination of leaving group, that is addition elimination pathway. Clear? Now next is the example of AR-SN reaction. Now if I tell you one thing about AR-SN, halobenzene we take aryl halide, chloro, fluoro or fluoro, chloro, bromo, iodo. Among them, if we have to compare at para position, suppose NO2 group is there, then the reactivity order will be maximum for fluorine, then chlorine, then bromine, then iodine. Okay, and the reason is from the -I effect. Now here in this example, we are taking nucleophile, we can take CH3O, any nucleophile we can take, and in this case I am taking one equivalent of nucleophile. That means only one halogen will be substituted by OCH3. Now here there are two possibilities, one is fluoro, one is chloro. Now firstly we check that at which position we are getting more electron withdrawing effect. Firstly, suppose I am checking for the carbon which is connected to halogen Cl. This is getting which effect at meta position, -I effect of NO2, at para position -M effect, right? Then from fluorocarbon it is getting NO2 effect, which is -I through meta position and -M. Now here the electronic effects are same, both fluoro and chloro are getting the -I and -M. When the both factors are same, both electron withdrawing effects are same, then what we can do, we consider the -I effect of the halogen is more, their faster attack of nucleophile takes place. That is the way in this example we are doing, because electron withdrawing effects increases the rate of AR-SN reaction. If both are getting same electronic effects, same withdrawing effects, then we consider strong -I effect of halogen, which is fluorine, and that is why one equivalent will be consumed by substituting fluorine by OCH3. If it is excess given, then both will react, but there will be no use of giving excess, otherwise how do we know that which will be substituted first? Okay? Then next example. Now in this next example you can see only one NO2 is present. This NO2 is present at para position with respect to Cl carbon, and with respect to fluoro it is at meta position. Now we know that in case of AR-SN reaction, the electron withdrawing group should be at ortho or para position. So here the carbon which is exactly at para position to NO2 will be getting the minus M and minus I effect, whereas the carbon where fluorine is attached, there it is getting only minus I effect. So therefore nucleophile will attack faster at which position? At where chlorine is present, because there we are getting minus M effect of NO2. Remember, in the last example both are getting same effect, minus M minus I, but here fluorine is getting only minus I effect, whereas chlorine carbon is getting minus M as well. So this is more electron deficient position and faster attack of nucleophile takes place. So here the product will be chlorine substituted by OH. It is basic medium, so it forms O minus, then we add H2O or H plus. Clear? Then next reaction is benzene reaction. It is again overall nucleophilic substitution. In that case, in short, Cl is finally substituted by NH2. Here I have written some steps like chlorobenzene with KNH2 in liquid ammonia at this temperature. It firstly gives an intermediate which is benzene, and then on this ring what is going to attack? There is attack of NH2 minus. There minus charge, NH2 attacks there, minus charge will take H plus and we get NH2, that is aniline. So this is although not given in NCERT, but we can use this reaction to explain an important reaction of NCERT, which is Dow's process. Now example of benzene reaction. It is chlorobenzene. Here I have labeled it. Carbon 14 is there where Cl is present. Okay, then the reaction takes place. Benzene intermediate formed and we get two products. One NH2 at which position? Where Cl was present, that is at carbon 14, plus other is NH2 at carbon, which is carbon 12. Two products are formed. That is the use of isotopic labeling. Otherwise in general reaction we know that Cl substituted by NH2 directly, we have not written two products because all are carbon 12, but here C14 and C12 both will be attacked by NH2 minus. How? Just see that reaction. In this mechanism we know that firstly elimination takes place of a hydrogen which is ortho with respect to Cl. So that is why this reaction is overall nucleophilic substitution, but it is a pathway like pathway is elimination and then addition of NH2 minus. Overall nucleophilic substitution. Mechanism is after the loss of H plus from their ortho position. If ortho positions are occupied by any groups, then this reaction won't take place. So what is requirement? That ortho position should not be substituted. When H plus leave, carbanion type form and quickly it forms a benzene intermediate. That is the intermediate formed. Now in this case there are two possibilities. One possibility I have shown it by arrow here. If the electron shifted there, minus charge comes and carbon 14 becomes deficient. Simultaneously NH2 minus attacks there, NH2 forming bond with C14 and here forming minus charge, and this minus will be taking H plus. One possibility. Second possibility is that these pi electrons might be possible shift in the opposite side on C14, minus charge on C14, and C12 becomes deficient on C12, which will attack NH2 minus. That is why there are two possibilities and we are getting two products. Similarly, you can try next question in the rough notebook. You may write down its mechanism in that way also, because the moment you will try, then you will understand it. Here chlorobenzene, these are the conditions for benzene reaction. In place of Cl, we know that in the reaction what happens from the ortho position, H will leave and we get benzene intermediate. After this, now in this case there is one group which is CH3 present. Now its electronic effect will give the major product and other minor product. How? In this case, if I am writing the intermediate like this, clear? This is the benzene intermediate in which triple bond is formed. This triple bond is sp2 sp2 not pp overlap. So that are the characteristics of benzene intermediate. Now here the possibilities are two. The bonds can be shift here, it can shift here also. Both are possible, right? So the key point is, what is the effect of CH3? That will decide where negative charge will be more stable. If electron shifts like this on the left side, which means on the para carbon with respect to CH3, then the plus I effect will be less on para carbon, and we know that minus charge is destabilized through plus I effect. Remember the carbon stability points, that minus here will be better as compared to minus on this position. Therefore, when electron shifts in that way, minus comes there, this minus is less destabilized by plus I effect of CH3. Therefore, more attack at which position? At meta position with respect to CH3. Minor possibility, electron shifts there, right? Electron shifts there, minus charge on meta position, and opposite attack of NH2 minus giving para product. But here the minus charge will get more plus I, it is more destabilized. Therefore, in that case, major will be meta product and minor will be para product. Now students, there is a reaction, third reaction, which is electrophilic aromatic substitution. Firstly, I'll remind you that in aromatic hydrocarbons topic, you have done one concept, ortho para directing groups and meta directing groups under directive influence. Halogen or halo group is minus I as well as plus M. That means it can donate electrons if there is a conjugated system, and it is electronegative, so that's why minus I effect. Now between these two, if you remember, we have done that generally halogens minus I effect is dominating as compared to its plus M. That is, electron withdrawing effect dominates as compared to electron releasing effect. Electron withdrawing through minus I, electron releasing through its plus M, that is lone pair donation. Now here in this case, when we are talking about halobenzene, then this is less reactive as compared to benzene. That means chlorobenzene or halobenzene or aryl halides are less reactive towards electrophilic aromatic substitution reaction as compared to benzene. Why? Because halo groups are more withdrawing as compared to their plus M effect, and more withdrawing means deactivating group. That's why I'm saying it is related to directive influence topic, that halo groups or halobenzene, halo group is deactivating. That is why rate of electrophilic substitution reaction is slower as compared to benzene. Clear that part? Second point is that although they are deactivating, but they are ortho para directing groups. This part, if you see that topic again, aromatic hydrocarbons, we have done in that thing that adenine ion formed, and due to lone pair of halogen, the adenine ion gets stabilized. That is why they are deactivating, still they are ortho para directing. So you can revise that mechanism which we have written, that why they are ortho para directing although they are deactivating groups. So here they are directing the electrophile towards ortho and para position due to its resonance effect or plus M effect, but they are less activating, but they are less reactive than benzene due to its minus I effect. So in short, if better is you remember, halo groups are minus M dominating as compared to their plus M, and halobenzene are ortho para directing, and halo groups are deactivating. Now going through the reactions, chlorobenzene with Cl2Fe, it is chlorination, Cl plus is the electrophile, and chlorobenzene, that means halo group it will direct the Cl plus to ortho position or para position. So both are found. Major will be para position. Why? Because hindrance factor is less, crowding is less. Next reaction is nitration. In nitration again, at ortho position NO2 plus, at para position para will be major product. Next reaction here, sulfonation. Sulfonation generates electrophile which is SO3 at para position substitution and at ortho position. Para will be major product. Then Friedel-Crafts reaction, alkyl halide RCl with AlCl3, it generates R plus. That R plus undergoes substitution at ortho and at para position again, which is major. Para position, the reason is same, due to steric repulsions are less. Next rare reaction, this is a Friedel-Crafts acylation. This is Friedel-Crafts acylation, and this one is Friedel-Crafts alkylation. In acylation, Cl minus leave acylium ion formed, and that acylium ion acts as an electrophile. At para position substitution takes place, and at ortho position substitution takes place. These are some electrophilic aromatic substitution reactions of halobenzene. Next reaction, which is very important name reaction, it is Wurtz-Fittig reaction. Now in this reaction, the name Wurtz, if you remember, in hydrocarbons or alkanes topic, that reaction we have done, that alkyl halides in presence of sodium ether finally gives RR, that is symmetrical alkane form. So here we are using alkyl halide with aryl halide, and that is the name reaction, which is Wurtz-Fittig reaction. When they combine, R combines with benzene, giving alkyl benzene. Here again the mechanism may be through free radical formation. Next reaction is Fittig reaction. So here we take only aryl halides with sodium ether. Again 2 rings combine, maybe by the formation of free radical intermediates, and we get biphenyl ring. So these are the chemical reactions of aryl halides. Next are the polyhalogen compounds. Now this part is purely theoretical. In NCERT it is given, some compounds are given, so I am going through few important compounds, like firstly iodoform, CHI3. Iodoform, if you remember, in carbonyl compounds topic, there is a iodoform test or haloform reaction. From that we can do iodoform test. In that we can take here acetone, or we can here take methyl ketone with I2NaOH. It is which reaction? Haloform reaction. And after this reaction we get CHI3. This is yellow precipitate of iodoform plus RCO minus, mild oxidation agent it is, it oxidizes it finally to RCO minus due to the haloform reaction, and these are the products. The important point for us here is the iodoform formation by this reaction. Other reactions are also there, but in NCERT they are giving only information, so do not go much into the depth of what are the other reactions possible. Clear? Then some properties are given, like it is antiseptic, or its antiseptic properties are due to liberation of I2, right? Then next is chloroform. Chloroform, again we can prepare here, if we take that one, Cl2 with NaOH, it also gives chloroform. And there are some other ways where we get pure chloroform, right? But here some points from NCERT, like its major usage in the production of freons. Which one? R22. The formula is C2F2Cl4. Other information is also given, like its toxicity. So we are here going through that chloroform undergoes aerial oxidation and gives a harmful gas, that is carbonyl chloride phosgene plus HCl. That is the reason we keep the chloroform in dark colored bottles and filled up to the brim, right? And if we add 1% ethanol, then this harmful gas converts to harmless substance. So that is the reaction given second, that phosgene when treated with 1% ethanol, both Cl substituted by OCH2H5 and gives a compound diethyl carbonate, and that is harmless substance. So we can convert phosgene to a harmless substance by addition of 1% ethanol. Then other reaction which is giving a particular compound, acetone with chloroform. In basic medium it gives a compound which is known as chloritone, and it is used as hypnotic drug. Now next is some other reactions of chloroform. Although this reaction we have covered in acetylene, preparation of acetylene from the silver powder. Chloroform plus Ag powder heat gives acetylene plus precipitate of AgCl. Another reaction, chloroform with HNO3, it gives CCl3NO2. You can remember it by removing 1 mole of H2O, H from there and OH from there, it will give you CCl3NO2. This compound is chloropicrin and it is also used as an insecticide. We can check the purity of chloroform by treating with AgNO3. If it is pure, it will not give any precipitate of AgCl. Okay, so that point can be theoretical. How we can check the purity of chloroform? By using silver nitrate solution. Third polyhalogen compound is freon. Freons are what? They are basically chlorofluoro compounds of methane and ethane, and collectively these are termed as freons. Now, one such freon is freon 1,2. Their characteristics, their some points are given in NCERT. These are purely information based things, like you should know what are the basic terms polyhalogen compounds. So I am not going through these theoretical points, because without reading it and without marking it, it won't be of any use. So here I am only treating some points like some important reactions or some points which are not given in NCERT. That's what I am writing here. We can prepare freon 1,2 by which reaction? By Schwarz reaction, and we use tetrachloromethane, and with Schwarz reaction we prepare freon 1,2. What is that reaction? CCl4 with SbF3 in presence of SbCl5 heating, it converts it into CF2Cl2. So that is what given in NCERT. We can prepare by Schwarz reaction. How we can prepare? I am giving you the reaction here. Clear? Then other points are like it depletes the ozone layer or destroys the ozone layer by initiating the free radical mechanism or free radical reaction, chain reaction. Next polyhalogen compound and last, it is DDT, which is a powerful insecticide and it is banned also. Its name is dichloro-diphenyl trichloroethane. Its other points are given in NCERT, some history is given. Read that part. Here I am writing how we can prepare DDT. We can prepare DDT by using chlorobenzene or by heating chlorobenzene with chloral in presence of H2SO4, right? This is chloral, CHOCCl3 plus chlorobenzene. We can prepare DDT by using or by heating chloral with chlorobenzene in presence of H2SO4. Heat, you remember it by removing H2O, and these carbons will form bond with carbonyl carbon, marking it as 1, 2 because here substituents are 3, there are 2, and its IUPAC name is 2, 2 bis. In brackets there are substituents same, that's why we are using the bis term, identical substituents and complex they are. At fourth position there is a chloro, so 4 chloro phenyl. How many times? 2 times. So bis term is used. You know by the IUPAC nomenclature, I know. Then at first position 3 times substituent 1, 1, 1 trichloroethane. It is the IUPAC name of DDT, and that is the completion of polyhalogen compounds.